Hi, welcome to Reconfiguring Reality. I'm Jessie, one of the hostesses.
I'm Chesh, your other.
And I'm Laura.
And today we will be talking about New Year's resolutions, what people do, traditions, or you're
If you
lazy
have
like me
any.
and don't do anything really.
I don't do anything either. I never party. Like, I don't do
Well, I
that. I
mean,
don't drink. I'll get
I
stoned this year, maybe.
when I was younger, I think as you get at least for me, as I got older, it wasn't as big of a thing.
We used to watch the ball drop, and that was about it. And usually my mom was already in bed.
Yeah, like even growing up, I don't have any memories of really doing anything. Like when I was in high school, of course, yeah, you went out and partied with your friends and
I
everything like
didn't. I
that.
didn't party in
I
high
didn't do
school.
that.
Oh, well, I
I
was
went
the
to
bad
high
girl in
school
high
with
school, I
special
guess.
needs kids. We didn't do that shit.
Oh, I was
Are you kidding me? That
I
would
was
have
the
been
trouble
wild.
I was the troublemaker. So
Boy,
I
that's
partied and
shocking.
you know what? But no, like last year for New Year's, I sat in a previous city we all know of with two
Mhm.
people, and one got drunk, the other was sober, and I had my one. I guess what you could call it a tradition. Usually I don't drink, but I will have one drink before the ball drops and one drink after. So literally, most likely throughout a whole entire year, I only drink twice.
So should we start the tradition of like, the three of us doing something of like, I take one edible before the ball
Oh
drops. I
God.
take
I
another
can't.
edible.
I'm sorry. I
Oh
can't do
God.
that. I'm allergic to that.
No,
So
no, no,
no.
no, no,
I
no.
know, but
But
we'd all find something different.
like so because like I will not mix edibles and drinking, so
Oh
it's
yeah,
either
no, I won't
I
do
would
that
do an
either.
edible or I'd do a drink.
Okay.
But
I
So
do half an edible and the other half of the edible.
last
So I'm
year,
not that fucked.
my husband and I were playing video games as per usual. And
mhm.
at midnight,
Mhm.
I stopped what I was doing in my game and ran to his office to give him a kiss.
Yeah, that's like the normal thing
Aww.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never
I
had that
think
kind of love.
I think this
Sorry.
year I think this year that's just my, well, maybe not the running and giving kiss, but it's
Get your
just
children.
gaming. Yeah. Well, I know like last year one of the kids went to a party and stuff like that.
Oh,
And I don't know cuz we usually have 5 children in our house on New Year's.
kiss them all.
Yeah. So but
Just mwah, mwah, mwah.
I think one of the neighbors that like they went and had a sleepover this weekend. They always do sleepovers over there. I might see if maybe her daughter wants to stay over and then let the kids kind of stay up late and kind of let them start their own like little tradition.
Before I
Mhm.
moved out of Pennsylvania, um, because I am no longer doing karaoke or DJing. At the time, I was not doing any more karaoke or DJing. I would tell my sisters to bring their children and my friends to bring their children to my house, and I would have a massive sleepover for all of the children so that the parents could go out and celebrate.
Oh,
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean there
too
could have been
young
like
for any of this stuff.
10 kids in my house at that point. So
Damn, that's a lot
yeah.
of
Well, like,
kids.
so do any of you guys do like New Year's resolutions?
No.
Okay, normally I don't, but a couple of years ago, my twin and I did a resolution to learn something new, and that's the year I learned how to knit.
Oh, that's
Mm.
see, I always did like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna stop smoking. And like for like the first week, I stick with it, and then it's just like things either like get too hard or stuff like that, and then I give up. I
I
might have to try a resolution like that where it's like I learn a new language or
Mine is
I
usually like just being happy and as of like learning to keep my peace, just like continuing that and not letting shit bother me as much.
or
I mean,
Jess, you could
That's
say,
that's usually mine.
your New Year's resolution is to set one day aside off of the computer to simply just do your diamond paintings.
that would that's something I am working on. Like usually after therapy on Wednesdays, I don't game, I don't do anything. Like this Wednesday we're doing a movie night. We're Dio has never seen The Princess Bride.
Oh no, I might have to watch
I
that
Yeah.
misread that then. I'm not a fan of the Princess Bride. I thought
Oh
that was
my
Princess
god.
Diaries, and I was like, "Fuck
No.
yeah!" I'm like, no,
No. So we're
I
gonna
don't
do.
particularly like that movie.
It
Oh
has a
my
special
god.
place in my heart, honestly.
It doesn't have one
Marriage.
in mine.
But
Love,
it's just he's
true
never.
love.
So
What is it?
we're
Monty
doing.
Python and the Holy Grail is a good one though.
Oh
I
I
love
haven't
that
seen
yes.
that one
one.
yet.
Oh,
I know,
oh,
I
we'll
know,
have to
I
do a
know.
movie night. But that like setting aside where it's even if I'm on the computer just doing something other than gaming.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
watching a movie or just spending time with everybody outside of city where it's just all of the crap and drama that's been happening lately, it's just throw it out the frickin' window and just relax for one day.
See, my ADHD won't let me do that. I can't sit and watch a movie.
You
I
guys
have
should
to have something else going on.
you guys should make it a resolution to come into my city like once a week. Anyhow, um, I don't know if you guys saw in the Discord.
Cough, cough, wink, wink.
Come check out the new stuff that we have and the old stuff that we should have that I've broken.
That you've
Um,
broken?
She broke.
yes. Right now you can't buy any food that works. Yes. So everybody's
We're all
starving
just
to
gonna
death.
starve to death.
That is correct. We're working on it. Anyway, in the discourse that we share, I don't know if you've seen me throwing out a questionnaire for the past couple of weeks.
Yep,
I have, yes.
I have, yeah.
I was trying to get answers from
I
people
didn't know if
all
you
over the
wanted us
world.
to respond to those or
I
not.
mean, you could have, because it's anonymous. And
Okay.
how would I know?
Okay.
But
Good point.
I was hoping, because I'm in some servers that have people all over the world in them. I was hoping some
Mhm.
of them would answer, but out of the only 7 responses that we got, everybody is in some part of the United States.
Interesting.
So that was
Mm.
the first question: was what part of the world are you in? The second question was, what New Year's Eve traditions do you remember from your childhood? And seeing as everybody is in the United States, most of them have something to do with watching the ball drop.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's like a big thing. It's like everybody tunes into New York or some shit,
I,
and we all watch the ball drop.
I remember playing bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
cool.
somebody on the TV would call like bingo numbers.
I
I was
remember
Mm.
being
really
in the
young.
hospital and like that happening, but that wasn't related to any kind of holidays. It was just something to keep the kids occupied while they were in the hospital.
Yeah, I don't think at any time in my childhood I made it to the ball dropping. And as an adult, well, I ran karaoke and DJ'd, so I was in a bar playing music when the ball dropped. So
Well, yeah, it's just as a kid, I don't remember like I don't remember a lot as a kid. Like I don't know if it's because like my poor brain is like, "Oh, we're traumatized, so we're going to forget this stuff," or if we just never did anything.
yeah,
We just, for my family, we just never did anything. Like, again, we watched the ball drop, and like, I remember mom already being in bed, and then like, I'd just be in my room, and I'd just hear the TV being like, three,
uh
two,
huh.
1. And I'd be like, okay, Happy New Year's, I'm going to bed.
I
Like,
do
I'm done.
remember. I do
Good
remember.
night.
We were all on the East Coast when I was a DJ, so I do remember like massive family texts going around, "Happy New Year, Happy New Year." People
I
trying to
remember
call me,
like
but you couldn't really call me because I was in a bar and it was loud.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the chain emails of like those New Year's resolution ones where they're like send this to X amount of people.
Yeah, don't
Oh
do this.
god.
I remember those when I was younger around this time of year.
Yeah. So,
Well,
uh,
I would say the most eventful New Year's Eve I had was down in New Orleans.
oh well,
Like
Makes
We
sense.
we went out New Year's Eve, and I don't remember much of it. That was the night I believe my bra wound up on Coyote Ugly's wall.
Well, there you go.
I want
I
a
mean,
story about that.
Mm.
well, the thing was we all went out as a huge group. So it was me, my ex-husband, my second husband, which was his best friend. Like we all went out as a huge group
Mhm.
together. And in New Orleans, the bars don't like on Bourbon Street don't open till about like 7, 8 o'clock at night, but they're open till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then they close
Mhm.
down during the day because
Makes sense.
most people go on to the French Quarter then, and then you just go to a restaurant and get your drinks and eat. But
Mhm.
as like they kind of do like the like not like the parades and stuff, but of course everybody's throwing beads out and stuff like that, and all of that. But it was a lot different down there than I've ever like witnessed during New Year's. Because like even if I went down to like Minneapolis, let's say for New Year's this year, it wouldn't be the same because you can jump from bar to bar to bar in New Orleans
Right.
and have no issues. In other cities, it's, oh, well, the next bar is 2 blocks over. So let's all
Yeah.
get in the car because it's freaking freezing.
That's
Yeah.
not safe.
New Orleans is
No,
great
yeah.
for like pub crawls because again, we're
Yeah.
literally like
Like
one or
that
two away from each other.
they do like pub crawls in like Anoka, which is a suburb of Minneapolis. They do pub crawls and stuff like that where actually they'll like shut down the streets for certain hours so people don't get hurt
Yeah,
and
like I'm
stuff
sure
like
St.
that.
Patty's Day they shut them down. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just I'm not really into the partying anymore.
I'm too old for
Ex-
that shit.
I
well,
saw
especially
a
after living in New Orleans, the party scene is so much different.
Right.
I saw a I think it was an Instagram reel and I don't remember, I think it might have been New Orleans or something, but for like the day drinkers, they have drag queens like assist day drinkers across the street,
Oh yeah.
like at a party line, and I was like, I want to go
Mhm.
do that.
Oh yeah. No, I one day we will all have to take a trip down to New Orleans and I will show you guys everything. They have
As long
like
as you
I won't
promise
do
to take me to like the haunted buildings and the
Oh
cemeteries.
yeah. Oh no,
Mhm.
we'll go to voodoo shops.
Thank
We'll
you.
do haunted we'll go to all the cemeteries. Oh
Mm.
my god, like you know how you like taking pictures?
Uh huh.
It's gorgeous down there. I loved it.
Mhm.
Okay. So this question of what traditions do you remember from your childhood? Out of the
Mhm.
7 questions, 2 of them don't have any traditions to recall. Um,
Mhm.
we have some here: watching movies and having pizza, staying over at
Mm.
grandma's, you know,
Oh.
drinking
Mm.
sparkling juice,
Yep.
stuff like that.
Nope.
So, um,
Oh yeah, cuz you get like the Welch's sparkling juice
which I
and it's
still
like in a
absolutely love,
bottle.
by the way.
I know. So like we used to I was thinking of doing that for like the kids if they wanted to do something this year and like let them stay up and act like they're having like a fancy adult drink, but otherwise we don't do anything cuz we don't drink.
Right.
And that's the bummer is that like for New Year's it's all about getting drunk it seems like
And
now. And it's
celebrating.
like
Yeah.
I'm 35 years old. I'm over the partying. I cannot physically take it the next morning. I have 2 drinks. Like I had 2 drinks last year. I woke up with a hangover.
Yep.
And I'm just like, "Oh my god, how did I do
You
this?"
pair it with water.
Well, and I'm like, "Okay, so my plan if I do decide to do it this year is I will have one and Bubba is on babysitting duty. I'm like, I will have 1 drink, which is usually a Bloody Mary, drink a glass or 2 of water, take some Tylenol, have my next drink after the ball drops, take some more water, and then go to bed.
Try to get sparkling water so it feels like you're still drinking,
Yeah,
bubbly.
it's just I mean, I no one ever invites me out. I will be sober cab for people. Like I would rather be sober cab for people than go out and drink
Yeah.
just because it's a safety issue.
Mm-hmm. All right. Question number 2. Question number 2 was, what traditions do you have now as an adult?
None.
I nothing really. It's kind of
We're so boring on
sad.
this one because like we don't. I
So
mean, at this point, we could start like
We could
that we
start.
play video games and shit like that. But like, we were already doing that anyway.
right,
Well,
exactly.
yeah, but
So
it's like let's say we do like
oh, we should do a massive Among Us game on New Year's
yes.
Eve.
Oh my God, yes. Let's do it.
I'm down. So out of the 7 questions, there are 2 that say don't have any, none. One is
Mhm.
kiss my wife at the ball drop.
Yeah, that's about normal.
Aww.
Yeah,
Your love
we
makes
have
me want to vomit.
watching a YouTube countdown at midnight. This one says I go to bed as soon as midnight hits. I'm down for that.
Oh
Drinking a
yeah.
few mixed drinks for the sadness is this one.
For the sadness.
Oh.
I
Um,
feel so bad, but like just the bluntness of
I can
it.
feel I can relate to that though.
I resonate with this.
and then the last one says nothing much, getting together with family, rarely making it to midnight.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
In
I
the
mean,
order you did,
as we
right?
get up there, yeah, as we get up there in age, sometimes it gets harder and harder to stay up.
All right.
Dude, like last night, I usually can stay up till like 2 a.m. and I was fucking gone.
Oh,
I passed out so hard.
the sad thing is some like last weekend I was up till 6 a.m. No, 4, 6. I don't fucking remember. And then like last night it's like 1:30. I was like, "Oh, okay, diamond painting. I'm walking away." Like maybe that's what I'll do is that'll be my new tradition is I just diamond paint all night and then be like, "Woohoo, happy new year. Going back to my diamond painting. Have a good night."
Maybe
Mm.
I still like Among Us better, but
Well, yeah, no.
question number 4 says, "Did you or do you have traditions for New Year's Day?" Like,
I do remember like that corned beef and cabbage kind of crap.
okay, well, we had cabbage, sure, but it was cabbage, and then my mother did pickled herring.
No,
Mhm.
we just moved on with our lives.
I
We didn't
do
have anything
know
like that.
I do know and this is gonna sound weird for anybody who doesn't understand paganism or anything. I do offerings to I started it like a year or two, New Year's Day, where it's okay. Here's for Odin and like do that to be like okay, let's have an abundance. Because I'm sorry, this year has I don't know about you two, but this year has been fucking rough.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's like, please give me a better year. Don't.
Out of the 7 who answered, all of them were no.
All of them were no. Oh.
No traditions for New Year's Day.
Well, I don't think many, specifically like Americans, have like traditions because I think again we focus so hard on like the midnight and like drinking and we go kiss our significant others if we have one and then like the ball drops and boom next year. I think that's pretty much and everyone continues drinking after that. So
Mhm.
I think that's kind of nobody focuses on the day after or
No.
like the few hours after.
According to my
Well, because
mom,
most people are probably hungover.
Yeah.
it is bad luck not to eat sauerkraut on that day. On New
Yeah, I
Year's
don't
Mhm.
Day.
like sauerkraut. You're not forcing that down my throat.
Well, I never did it either. So,
Yeah.
question 5 was, do you make resolutions? And out
Not
of the 7,
particularly.
4 said yes, 3 said no.
But here's my question, how many of them keep the
And
resolution?
that is
That's
question
what.
number 6.
Oh.
Mm.
Question number 6, the obviously the 3 that said no do not keep the resolutions because it's a no. But 3 out of the 4 that said yes say yes. They've been able to keep resolutions. I've only been able to keep one ever. And then I stopped making
What was that one?
to learn something new.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think if it's stuff like that, I'd be able to do it. So I think I'm actually going to like try and think of something that I could actually like keep.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I learned something that I liked because I still do it to this day.
Mhm.
So,
Because like I've done where like I'm gonna stop talking bad about myself. I don't think I would ever, no matter how like my brain functions, and if like magically I could shove a new brain in that isn't all messed up like mine is, I don't think I would be able to keep that one ever.
Right.
So it's just because it's always been one of those things where it's like, I'm going to make a New Year's resolution and I'm going to keep it. And then after like a week, it's like, oh, well, I can't keep it. And then you beat yourself up for it because it's like, oh, everybody else can seem to do it.
Right. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think they're hard because you have good intentions, but sometimes life just gets in
Shit's
the
on
way.
you.
Yep.
Okay, so in preparing for this topic, I did do a search for New Year's Eve and day traditions from around the world.
Ooh.
Mhm.
And I found an article from December 30th, 2022 of 19 traditions from around the world. Shall we go through them?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm curious.
First one is the U.S. watching the ball drop.
Well, yeah.
Did you know
Mhm.
that started in 1907?
No.
Yes.
Does it explain why it started?
It did, but I didn't write that down.
Oh,
I can
okay.
search for you.
Oh, no. I'll look it up later.
Okay. This is on glamour.com if you want to look for it.
Okay.
The second one was Brazil. In
Hmm.
Brazil, they head to the beach, um, and they wear white. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh yes, Brazil. In Brazil, they head to the beach, and they immediately after midnight, they jump 7 waves while making 7 wishes.
Wait,
Interesting.
so they're wearing all white. They go
Mhm.
into the ocean, and as the waves come in, they jump over 7 of them and make wishes?
Yes, so before
Mhm.
you get into the water, you're supposed to wear all white, as it symbolizes purity. Immediately after midnight, you jump 7 waves while making 7 wishes for the new year. And they do it in honor of the goddess of water, and I can't pronounce the name because it's in Brazilian and I can't speak it. So it's like I don't know, it's a tradition, but it's I guess like
That's kind of
a,
cool.
a, a what is it, like in honor of the goddess of water.
Yeah, it's like a not necessarily a sacrifice, but it's a ritual.
Yes, a ritual. That's the word. Yes. Yeah. I thought that was kind of cool, and I would love to be somewhere warm enough to go to the beach on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Maybe I should buy a winter home in Brazil. Anyway, in Spain, their tradition is one of eating 12 grapes. Each grape symbolizes each strike of the clock. It started in the late 19th century and is believed to ward off evil while boosting your chances of a prosperous and lucky year.
Hell, maybe I should try some of these traditions.
12 grapes.
12
You
grapes, I
just
could
eat
do
12
that.
12
grapes.
grapes.
Yeah.
Now, does it say what kind of grapes
Nope,
or
just
just
grapes.
okay? I'm gonna
Just
do
yeah.
12 green grapes then.
There
Damn
you
it.
go. In India, their tradition is one of building a sculpture of an old man and burning it down. The old man symbolizes the end of the old year, and the burning symbolizes the passing of grievances from the old year and makes space for the new year to be born.
Hmm.
Oh,
Very
okay.
poetic, and I love that. In Japan, their tradition is one of eating soba noodles, which dates.
Oh, those are so good.
Ooh.
I probably have had soba noodles, but I can't tell you which ones they are.
Honestly, any noodles are really good.
This dates back to the Kamakura period. I don't know how to say that.
Mhm.
Kamakura. And is tied to a Buddhist temple giving out noodles to the poor. Because of the long, thin noodles are firm yet easy to bite, it is believed eating them symbolizes a literal break away from the old year.
Hmm.
That's cute.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's go to France. Even though I'm not allowed to
Wee
drink.
wee.
Um, their tradition is feasting on one of. Okay. have this written down weird. It's feasting with champagne. The food choices are sparkling wines paired with oysters, turkey, goose, or Cornish hen.
Hmm.
Ew.
I've wanted to try Cornish hen for a very long time.
I don't mind Cornish hen, but oysters? Ugh.
Turkey?
I'm not a big fan of turkey. Like at Thanksgiving, I make ham.
Me neither. What about goose? I've never tried goose.
I've never
Too.
had it.
Ugh. Mm-mm.
Okay.
It tastes just like duck, and duck's really gamey.
Oh, I like duck.
So this
Mm.
one is interesting because the tradition was actually born out of something else. So the champagne was associated with luxury and was popularized by a monk who used it to toast royal coronations, dipl- diplomatic meetings, and singing and the signing of major treaties, and an event held in honor of the French Revolution in 19, and an event held in honor of the French Revolution in 1790. So, because of that celebration, they turned it into a New Year's tradition. But it was started for royal coronations and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So that's neat.
Makes sense.
Yeah. In Haiti, which
Hmm.
I've been to Haiti and it's so beautiful. I liked Haiti. Sharing soup. Um, it's jalmao, I think is how it's pronounced, but it's sharing this soup with other Haitians.
Hmm.
So,
Mm.
did you know that January 1st is the Haitian Independence Day?
I
I
did
did
not,
not.
Neither
but
did
my
I.
calendar tells me when like we have a Hispanic Heritage Month and all that stuff. For some weird reason, that's not on there.
Yeah, so now we know. So the soup that they
Mm.
make is a pumpkin soup, which is a delicacy, and it was a
Mm.
delicacy that enslaved black people were not allowed to have.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
because of the New Year's January 1st being Independence Day, they make their own version of this soup, and then they go to others' households and share it. They swap soups.
Oh,
Oh. I like that.
it's good soup.
That's that touches my soul.
Yeah. Denmark.
Ooh.
Throwing old plates.
Yes, I've heard of this. I didn't know it was from Denmark
Yeah.
though.
Thought it was Greece.
No, this says in Denmark, you bring your loved ones. It's believed that throwing your plates on their doorstep brings your loved ones the best of luck. So the more accumulated broken kitchenware you have on your doorstep, the better off you'll be for the new year.
See, I've been seeing like this thing where which I was actually going to see how you guys felt about this. Taking like you go to like I don't know, Goodwill or Walmart and get like just one single white plate
Mm-hmm.
and then you write down on it all the issues or the pain or whatever.
The grievances
And
of the
then
year.
yeah, of the year, and then
I
on
saw
New
something
Year's
about
you
this.
break it. Or
No,
not
Yeah.
necessarily on New Year's, but you break it to just let everything go. I wanted to try that, but
definitely do it.
Yeah, I've seen something about that and I thought it was interesting.
cuz
It's an
so
interesting concept.
like in paganism, you have this thing where you write your intentions, whether they be good, bad, or whatever, and then you burn it. Or you write it on a piece of paper and then you burn it because you're letting it
So
go.
kind of like the sculpture in India.
Yep. But you don't necessarily have to do it on a holiday, but I was like trying to find ways to make traditions because even if my kids don't do it, maybe it might help me because
Right. Well, I mean,
something's gotta.
honestly, when the kids were younger, we had a jar
Mhm.
in our dining room that said God on it. And when they had grievances, I would make them write down the grievance and put it in the jar to give it to God.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
But no, that's really so in Denmark, if let's say you have a family of 100 people and all 100 come and break old plates and stuff, you're going to have a better year because you have more
more
on your
wishes
doorstep.
of best luck. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Canada. Canada. I don't know what we're gonna do with you,
Oh,
Canada.
Canada.
What do
Canadians.
they have?
Canadians. I mean, it was one line.
Hey.
It was they go ice fishing.
Yeah.
Really?
There's
That's
What's
it?
wrong with
no
that?
reason behind it. They go ice fishing. That's it.
Have you? Okay,
But
us
like that's it?
Minnesotans are pretty much adopted by Canada.
Uh-huh.
In the winter, there is not much for us to do, so we go ice fishing. We will literally take a bucket, flip it upside down, drill a hole in the ice, and sit there for hours, freezing our butts off and hoping to catch a
Yeah,
fish. It's what we do.
more power to you. I will never do that. Um,
Well,
but
I
yeah,
mean, otherwise you can be like one of those bougie people and buy an ice house that's heated and crap like that. But I
no,
mean, us poor people,
no. That
we take a bucket.
the thing called ice is what's stopping me. Yes.
The fear of falling in and freezing to my death is what stops me.
Oh,
No,
I get it.
no, honey, you don't go out on the ice unless it's like 12 inches thick. And trust me, you'll know.
Just don't ask a man because we all know that they can't measure.
So if you guys ever come up in winter, don't do an ice fishing trip.
No, please. Unless you want me to stay
Okay.
behind.
Okay.
In the Philippines, the Philippines tradition is serving 12 rounds of fruit. That's
Any
Ooh, what
specific kind of fruit?
apples, plums, and grapes are believed to represent prosperity due to the shape which mirrors coins. Each fruit represents 1 month, obviously.
Tallulah, shush.
So, yeah, so round
Okay.
round fruits, I'm guessing.
Mm.
In Goro, Mexico, their tradition is giving the gift of homemade tamales made together with family.
Ooh,
Mm.
tamales.
I think my husband needs to get on board with that tradition.
Your husband
Mhm.
needs to make me tamales and send them to me. I love tamales. I can never make them properly.
I don't know that I've
I've
ever
never
actually had
I've
one.
yet to have like I've had one good tamale and the rest of them are just kind of meh.
Well, I lived in El Paso, so I had like fresh, good, like I cannot go to a restaurant and get tamales. They have to be homemade. Like I would
Mhm.
literally there was a food truck down the road from me that I would go get tamales from like every other day.
Mm.
Like tamales are
Oh,
amazing.
you guys were asking about Greece. Here we go.
Ooh, okay, Greece.
Greece's tradition is hanging an onion outside the door. It's hung after the church service, and it's said to bring good luck for your year ahead. The symbol of this is fertility and growth.
But
Hmm.
why an onion?
It
Onions
symbolizes
are known to
fertility and growth.
like absorb like the negative energy and put out
Oh.
like the positive. So like if like I was with the family, they were I want to say they were Korean, some sort of Asian. And the grandma put, because baby was getting sick, she put a chopped onion, like half an onion, in the room to help absorb like any bad bacteria, any negative energy, like stuff like that. So
Okay.
onions are very good for that. And like Laura just said, it's like positivity, fertility, and all that kind of stuff. They're very positive because they soak in all the negative.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 13, Colombia.
Colombia, let's go.
Now, this one's very, very interesting. And I know some people that would be able to do this because of the way their bed is set up, but
Mm-hmm.
um, there's a word here that I don't know how to say, so I'm going to tell you a story. And this is their
Mm-hmm.
tradition. They take 3 potatoes. They
I'm
peel.
already down.
They peel one potato fully,
Mm-hmm.
one potato partially, and one
Mm-hmm.
not at all.
Okay.
They place these potatoes under each family member's bed. So each
Oh.
family member
Wait,
has 3 potatoes under their bed. One fully peeled,
okay.
one half peeled, one not
On
peeled.
like a plate or just on the floor?
I don't think it
Or like
matters.
a baggie? Like,
Let's just say on a plate, honey.
okay,
Sure.
because I want to eat those later.
Okay,
At
anyways.
midnight, at midnight, each
Mm-hmm.
person grabs for one of the potatoes with their eyes closed.
Oh.
Depending on the potato they pick, they can either expect a year of good fortune, financial struggle, or a mix of both.
But which potato means which?
The peeled one I'm thinking is good fortune. The full one is financial struggle, and the other one is both.
Well, so okay, so, but my question is so let's say it's on a plate.
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
you have to grab whichever one you first touch, no matter what. Because I was gonna say you can tell the difference between a
Between a
peeled
peeled
potato
potato and a
and a
non-peeled potato,
non-peeled
yeah.
Yeah,
potato.
but you
So,
don't know if it's fully peeled or half peeled.
Well, you could just
well, I
rub
mean,
it.
I would rather have both than like have a whole year of financial struggle.
Right. So good fortune, financial struggle, or both.
I think it's based off the honor system with that one.
Yeah.
Which one did you touch first, little Susie? Like, pull it out. Come on.
Or maybe they put them in bags now, so you can't tell. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
That's kind of cool, though.
I like
Wonder
that
Ireland.
why
idea.
potatoes.
I don't know.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Ireland. Ireland has the tradition of banging loaves of Ireland has the tradition of banging Christmas loaves of bread against the walls and doors.
Like hitting them?
Banging them against the walls and doors, yes. Hitting them against the walls and doors.
Why?
This is said to ward off evil spirits.
uh, or
That's
bring
an
the ducks
interesting.
to your house.
I don't know if they have ducks. Do they have ducks in Ireland?
Yes, they have ducks in Ireland.
Maybe they're just calling to the ducks, and the ducks are really what wards off the evil spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just found that very
Dude,
interesting.
angry ducks can fuck a person up. Let's be honest
Mm-hmm.
here.
So can geese.
Mm-hmm. Swans. Swans will get ya.
Okay.
Swans frickin' make the scariest noises when you get really close to their nest.
Number 15 is Norway
Anyways,
and Denmark.
okay.
Now, I don't have the reasoning behind this, but I would love to go and celebrate in either Norway or Denmark
Mm-hmm.
because they celebrate with a towered cake often made with at least 18 layers.
Holy!
I am
Oh,
down. I am so down.
I'm down. I'm down.
What kind of
Let's
cake?
go.
Layered.
Chocolate cake, vanilla cake,
It says layered.
all different types of
Yeah,
cakes.
maybe. We'll have to find some. If anybody,
You know
if
what?
anybody
No,
here
we
is
got.
from Denmark or from
We're
Norway,
go-
please let
no,
us know.
we are gonna save up and we're gonna fly out to Norway just to spend New Year's Eve there.
I'm down.
I gotta get a damn passport.
I have one. Mine's expiring soon, but I have one. Number 16 is Italy. Italy's tradition is one of wearing red underwear.
Um. Okay. Why?
It's considered
Cool.
good luck.
Is it lacy red underwear? Normal red
I
underwear?
don't think
underwear.
it matters. It's just red underwear.
Yep.
Is it like a specific shade?
Does
Because
not say.
pink is technically
Pink is
in
not red.
the
Pink is not red.
it's
Pink is
in
pink.
the red family.
Nope, pink is pink. Red underwear. And it was funny because I'm reading this article, right? And right after that section, there's this whole ad for red underwear. Yeah, it was great. So, red underwear. So, maybe we should all do that this year, too.
Say
I
when
don't
had
think
my
I have any red
abscesses.
underwear.
So remember that abscess I had like around Christmas time? That ruined my only pair of red underwear. So
I guess we're
Oh.
all buying some new red underwear.
everyone's buying red panties.
Yep, I'll buy some red panties and we'll
You know
wear
what?
them New Year's Eve.
I want an underwear set. Like I would like a bra and panty set in red, but it's so fucking hard to find like cute bras in my size.
Oh, right.
So if anybody can find that, I'd love to know.
So you guys know the saying, out with the old, in with the new?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rico brings this saying to a whole new level with their tradition. Puerto Rico's tradition for New Year's is cleaning the entire house from top to bottom.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that one.
No thanks. I'm good.
I'm good. That one I won't be
I like the idea of it.
participating in.
I do like
I
the
like
idea.
the idea of the
I
fact
like
that
the
I would have
idea.
to do it.
Yeah, I like the idea of the deep clean, but yeah, I don't want to do it.
Okay, let's see. England.
Hmm.
England's tradition is listening to Big Ben's bells toll.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
that would be kind of cool, though.
It's like having our ball drop. It's them listening to the bells.
Yeah, so one of the reporters, I guess, for this article was from England, and he wrote, As the bells toll, don't be surprised if a huge circle forms. People um, link hands and start singing the traditional odd lang sign.
Oh, I love that.
Oh. See, this makes me want to like find a recording or like a live stream
Mhm.
over there just to see that now.
You know what I would love is if like YouTubers from all over the world got together and like did one big live stream of like their traditions.
That would be fun.
And like
That would be
everybody could just kind of
beautiful.
watch and be like, celebrate the new year together
Cause
with
like I
everyone.
know like on like what with the what is it Casey Kasem's
Oh
New
my
Year's
gosh.
Eve party or whatever, cause they
Mhm.
still call it that, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so. Like
Okay.
Ryan Seacrest used to host it and crap like that, even though Casey Kasem's like a million years old. Wait, is
Yeah.
Casey Kasem even alive still?
I don't know.
I don't
Mm.
know. But I mean, I used to listen to the Casey Kasem's Top 40
Yep.
when I was like the recordings of it.
I
But
used to record it on a boom box. Like you have to
yep.
pause during commercials and hope that you get it unpaused in the right time.
Yep. But I
I'm
know
just
they
not
like
gonna say
show.
anything.
Yeah, we know
Okay,
you're a
fetus.
baby. But but no, I know they like do like different views from around the world, but they don't do it for like long. I think like when the ball drops in like Japan, they'll flip it over there and see everybody saying Happy New Year and everything.
That'd be great.
But I've never like actually for the longest time watched like the ball drop.
But wouldn't it be a full 24 hours of watching the balls drop?
No,
Quote
not
unquote, watching
necessarily,
the
cause
midnight hit?
cause technically first would be like Australia and stuff, and they're only 15 hours ahead of me.
Okay.
So there would be, and like the UK is 6 hours ahead of me. So like I believe it's only like 15 hours or so between from when the first midnight strikes to the other one, or to the like the
Mhm.
very last one. I'd have to look it up, but logically I wouldn't think it'd be a full 24 hours
Yeah,
of
I don't know.
New Year's.
All right, the last one in this article is Germany, and
Mhm.
Germans' tradition is watching a movie called Dinner for One. It was
Like
recorded in.
all the Germans?
It's the tradition in Germany is watching
Hmm.
Dinner for
Okay.
One. It was recorded in
Hmm.
1962.
Oh, hold on. I want to look this up. Dinner for one.
Yep.
If I
It
can remember my
sounds like
password
interesting. What do you need your password for?
for my phone, because I'm over on my other desk.
Oh,
Dinner
I was
for.
like, girl, Google, like, come on, computer.
Okay, you said 1963.
1962.
Oh, it's 18 minutes. This one
Oh,
says
it's
it's
not long at all.
1963. A butler struggles to help his employer celebrate her 90th birthday by acting out the parts of her dear departed drinking friends at an annual dinner party. The ensuing mishap provides unpredictability funny results. 1963. That's the only one that's popping up.
Maybe the article had it
But
wrong.
but no, it might have, or maybe it just. Hold on.
Maybe it was recorded in 62 and released in 63?
Yeah, but it's
Sounds about
Freddie
right.
Frinton, May Warden, and Heinz. Oh, whoa, no, I don't want to watch Dinner for One. And then Heinz Piper. Yeah, because
Oh,
it
good. I
says
don't want to watch
Dinner
it.
for One, also known as the 90th Birthday, is a two-handed comedy sketch written by British author Laurie Weil for the theater.
I hope your mic picked that up because I heard that.
uh,
What did you
but
hear?
no.
The movie start or the clip?
Dinner for One, The German Way, and
That's what I
more.
heard.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so it's 1963 is what Internet Movie Database is saying.
Okay.
Yeah, her
But
mic
it's,
kind
yeah.
of picked it up when something started, and that's why I laughed.
Sorry.
No, it was funny because you're like, I don't want to watch it, and I'm just like giggling over here, like, oh, let's watch it. It's 18
I'm
minutes.
sorry.
Yeah,
But
we don't have
no,
18
that.
minutes. So.
Oh yes.
So this is interesting though, because earlier in one of these in England, We mentioned Auld Lang Syne. Do you guys know that song?
Mhm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Should old acquaintance
Oh, I
be
didn't know that's what it was
forgot?
named.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had no idea that was the name of that song.
and that's interesting because that is what I'm going to talk about next.
Mhm.
So it was written in 1788 by a Scottish musician named Robert Burns. It was
Mhm.
set to that specific tune in 1799. That tune was actually the national anthem for somewhere prior to being Auld Lang Syne. So they
Oh.
had to change their national anthem because
Wow.
of the tune.
Wow.
Yeah,
This guy's like, "Nope, I'm stealing your national anthem. Sorry."
weird. That's weird, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But Auld Lang Syne means uh, long. No, it means old long since.
Hmm.
Basically, days gone by.
Oh. Why
Hmm.
don't they just say days gone by then?
Because it was written in 1788, and they spoke weird. And he was
Yeah.
Scottish, so they say things differently.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
know that.
So, um, yeah. So there's a lot about this that, like, do you even know the words? Did you know that there's more than one verse?
No.
Yeah, there are four verses. Nope. Hold on.
I
There
only
are
know the
five
tune. I don't
verses
even know the
to this
lyrics.
song. Five verses. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? It's,
Yeah, I only know the tune. I hum it. That's about it. I
and
don't know the lyrics. I don't.
and everyone that says that they don't have a tradition, we're all forget about the song until New Year's Eve, and it's played at midnight when the ball drops, and everybody freaking sings it, or
Yeah, that's
pretends
true.
to sing it.
Pretends to act. Why you gotta call me out? No.
Yeah, because I mean, who honestly besides me knows the words?
Just you probably.
So yeah, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Lang Syne. We'll take a cup of kindness for old days gone by.
I don't know if I have
Cheers.
any cup of kindness to give out to people anymore.
So that was interesting. I found that it was actually a poem, I guess, written by Robert
Mm.
Burns. Yeah.
Do 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 do. Now I
All right.
want to know what country that was the national anthem to,
Um,
and be like, you guys deserve your national anthem back.
what
Mike, here, you can take it,
country?
even though it's famous with like everybody.
Music.
No one knows the name of it, but we all know the tune.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Korea.
Oh,
I
north or
believe. Let's
south?
see. Traditionally, it was sung to bid farewell. Um, show me the music. It is English composer William Shield seemed to quote Auld Lang Syne melody briefly at the end of his overture to his opera in 1782.
Mm.
Um, where is it? Oh, as well as celebrating the new year, Auld Lang Syne is very widely used to symbolize other endings or new beginnings, including farewells, funerals, and other memorials of the dead, graduations, the end of the non New Year party, jamborees, and
Wait, should I have played it at the end of my divorce? Like when
election
the
of new
papers
government.
were?
Yeah, sure did. Yep, absolutely.
Mm. Mm.
The song's pentatonic scale matches scales used in Korea, Japan, India, China, and other Asian countries, which has facilitated the popularity of the melody in the East.
Mm.
Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Um, yeah, so in Korea, the song is known as something in Korean, which I'm not gonna even
You're not gonna try and
offend
butcher
anybody
it.
by saying that wrong. From 1919 to 1945, it served as the national anthem of the Korean exile government. And from 1945 to 1948, it was the melody of Korea's national anthem. The lyrics used then were the same as the current South Korean national anthem.
Mm.
There you go. So yeah, so I guess Korea really liked that melody. It's also
Korea's like, I'll
used.
be taking that.
It's also used in Japan for a song that translates to "The Light of Fireflies," which has different lyrics and is played at many school graduation ceremonies and at the end of the New Year's Eve show, which I'm not going to try to say that name either. It is played in various establishments such as bars, restaurants, or department stores in Japan to let customers know that the establishment is soon closing. Well, that's cool.
Oh.
You don't have to make announcements; just play the song. Yeah, so that's that song that everybody knows but nobody can sing, or everybody sings but nobody knows. So I found that very interesting because that is definitely a tradition that nobody thinks about. One other tradition that we didn't talk about was a Scottish tradition. It's called the first foot in. And we have a friend that is Scottish, and he's the one that was telling me about this tradition. And he said that he was never the first foot in anywhere because the first foot in is letting the tallest, most handsome, dark-haired guy in the first in the door on New Year's Day.
Why?
What?
I have no idea. No idea. He didn't have an explanation other than that. Other than the fact that he said he's redheaded, so and short.
Well,
So
yeah, I was gonna
he was
say he's redheaded and short, so that I wonder why.
Yeah, I think we definitely need. Please leave in the description or the comments. Leave in the comments of why that is the way it is, because that's
I
very
mean,
interesting.
because what? But who determines who's the handsomest? Because attractiveness is it varies
Beauties
from
either
person to
beholder.
person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe you just pick the tallest person.
I guess with dark hair, but red could be a dark. You could have red dark hair.
No, I don't think they consider red dark.
Damn.
I know. I'm sorry. Sorry, buddy. But if it were just you and me, bud, you'd be the first foot in the door because I'm shorter than you.
Yeah,
And you're male, and I'm not.
yeah. I mean, if you were in a room with all of us, I wouldn't be because I don't have dark hair. I have very light hair, so damn, I'm out.
Hair.
Well, I'm
You're then you're
Don't you dare.
excluded. You're
Don't you dare.
excluded.
I have dark hair. I may be short, but I have dark hair.
Did you know that New Year's resolutions was a tradition mainly common in the Western world?
No, I'm.
It's not something that is worldwide.
Oh.
Do you know how old that tradition is?
I'm assuming only like 100 years old or so.
Chesh, do you care to wager a bit?
I don't even know. I'm not sure. I do know I have the hiccups, so I apologize.
That tradition of New Year's resolutions is roughly 4,000 years old.
What?
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, damn, I was so wrong. I figured it was an American thing because it sounds like something we'd do.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like something we do.
I don't know. What are some of the traditions that you'd be tempted to try?
If I lived somewhere warmer and the lakes weren't frozen, I would do the Brazil thing.
The beach? Heck yeah.
Oh,
Jumping
hopping
over the
in,
waves.
yeah.
But I live in Minnesota and it's cold.
Yeah.
So that's not an option.
Yeah.
I mean, I already ice fish, so it's like the Canada one isn't a big deal to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever actually catch fish when you ice fish?
Yes.
Do you
It-
like
I
Clean
catch and
them and cook
release.
them. Oh, you catch and release.
I usually catch and release. But like in the summertime, yeah, me and my dad used to go fishing all the time, but he was the one who would take me ice fishing too. But if it's a good size and it's like our first northern or our first crappie that we catch, and it's in the size where we can keep it, oh yeah, we take them. My dad wouldn't let me clean the fish though. I was not allowed sharp objects.
I think a lot of us shouldn't be allowed sharp objects. Let's be honest
Oh, that's
here.
not fair. I was a chef. So
How many times have you told me you've hurt yourself?
yeah, let's not go there either. Any traditions that you guys would be considering starting with your families now?
Mm,
Not with my immediate, like at the moment, not with like my parents or anything. But I think if I ever have a family of like my own, like husband, kids, and all that, I might try to start something.
Nice.
Only cause like my
I
parents,
say
kind of
we
were
do
set in
with
their
our
ways.
I say we do with our gaming family. We started a tradition of we all kill each other all night on New Year's Eve
Oh, I was
in
gonna
Among
start the
Us.
tradition of
And
eating
Among
half an
Us.
edible and then eating the other.
Among Us sounds great. I like this
Oh, I
Yep,
guess
tradition.
does sound like a good
friendships will be
tradition.
broken.
And then put back together in the new
Yeah,
year.
yep. There we go. I like that
That's the
idea.
So the tradition is breaking friendships. The resolution is rebuilding them back up.
Yep, just to break them again the next year, or at the end of the year.
That sounds like a plan to me. I'm down. Well,
Everyone just screams at each other.
I'll try not to raise my voice.
I'll stream.
I don't know,
I'll
Chess.
stream
I
it.
was always quite calm during Among Us until
You
people
were, and it
stopped.
was kind of scary sometimes.
I've never actually played Among Us. Mine was
Oh,
Goose Goose Duck.
okay. Well, I think I have that
We should
too.
also
But
play that.
yeah,
Oh
okay.
God, I love that one.
Oh,
We'll make that a new tradition. We'll figure it out. We'll get our game plan set.
all right. That's going to be it for today's podcast of Reconfiguring Reality. I hope you guys enjoyed what you've heard. Comment below on some of the traditions that you guys have had in your lives or think about doing, and resolutions, whether you make them or not, and what traditions that you think you'd want to try. It would be cool to see this flourish because
And,
I need some good ideas.
and if you sit there and you know why the first in the door thing, explain it, please, because
Yes.
it does not make sense to me.
Or some of the other ones too, like the onion. You give us a little more
Yeah,
background on that, or
on the onion, yeah.
the ice fishing. Why do you guys like ice fishing so much?
Uh, I can
Anyway,
explain that later.
don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that fun jazz, whatever this platform is that you can do on it. And have a great and safe New Year, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Happy New Year,
Bye.
everybody.
Happy New Year.
Bye.